Good morning, everyone. I'm speaking about two small groups in this church that I belong to. About 15 years ago, I had some surgery. And when I came home from the hospital, unbeknownst to me, one of the groups, not in this church, outside the church, that I belonged to, had organized meals for me, and they did it every day for, I think, about 2 weeks. After that, I realized what a wonderful gift that was. I didn't have to decide what to have to eat. I didn't have to shop for the ingredients. I didn't have to cook, and cleanup was minimal. So that really impressed me. I was very impressed by that, and I decided that maybe that might be something that we could do here in this church. So it didn't take me long to speak to Teresa, who was our pastor at the time, and she liked the idea. So I got started on putting together a meal ministry, and it's been going along for all those 15 years or so since then. One nice thing about our group is what we do is take meals to people who may need some help. Either they're not feeling well, they're getting over some surgery or having some treatments, and they just need extra help. One nice thing about our group, depending on your outlook, is that we never meet. So everything we do is done by email. The process is generally, I hear something from Marty that someone would like meals. That usually happens, or sometimes I may hear of something myself. And when she gives me the information, then I call the person who needs some extra help. And I discuss the particulars, if there are any dietary restrictions or what they like, and so forth and so on. I get their contact information, all the details that are important. Every situation is just a little different. I take that information and I call the person who's needing help, and then I email our group. I have a group of volunteers of about, 15 or 20 volunteers, and I have a group email list that I send the information to. And that's how we get the information across. And then every person who is interested in taking a meal will respond to the group, hitting reply all. So everyone knows, and they tell us what they're taking and what day they're taking a meal. Usually we do 2 or 3 meals per week. Lots of times when people take a meal, there's more than one night's meal in there. There's more than that. It just depends on the situation. So that's how it really goes. And I've always felt, and the other people do too, the people receiving the food, that the visit is just as important as the food. The fact that they get to see some people from church that they know, or even that they don't know, and they get to know new people. One more thing I'd like to say about that group is that we need volunteers. I have about 15 or 20, I think, right now. I'd like to have 25, because it's nice to have more folks. Then you don't have to feel like you have to volunteer all the time. It's nice to spread around the tasks. And I must say, when you do it, it really is a good feeling to take a meal to somebody and realize how much they appreciate it. The other group I'm talking about this morning is the Sanctuary Choir, a very different kind of group, of course. In order to be in the Sanctuary Choir, you do have to have an ear for music, an ear for singing, so that when you sing a song, it comes out the way it should. I'm a person that's been singing all my life. There was no one instance that made me want to join the choir here. It's just that I've always been a singer. And when I think about, when I was preparing this little presentation this morning, I was thinking about my experience as a singer throughout my life. I don't think there was a time when I wasn't singing in a group of some sort, from even when I was little. My mom, and I can remember this, I was about 3 or 4 years old. My mom was a singer, and she played the piano, and she and I would sit on the piano bench, and she had a book of nursery rhymes, nursery songs that she had, and each page had a picture. And I couldn't read yet at the age of 3, but I knew what the pictures meant. And I would stop her when I wanted to sing a certain song. And it's funny, I have a very vivid recollection of that experience. So she must have done it a lot. Anyway, that started me off. And I've been singing ever since, I guess you could say. The Sanctuary Choir meets on Wednesday evenings from 7:15 to 8:30. Or sometimes we get out a little bit earlier than that. And we also, as you are all aware, we also sing at the second service from September through about May. Once in a while, we may go into June, but most people start traveling to go to events, weddings, and graduations and things, and we end up stopping around then. John chooses our music, and he does a great job choosing our music. The songs are beautiful, and I love the messages that the songs have. What he does, he makes it very easy for us to learn our music. He records all of the parts, each one separately, one at a time, and puts them on the computer, up on the cloud, and we just go there and sing along with the music. So it's a great way to learn. And then we come to rehearsals better prepared. And he also puts the sheet music up on the cloud so we can look at it as we sing too. One more thing that I would mention is we are always looking for more singers. We are an open group to anyone who loves to sing and would like to try it. If you have any questions, in addition, you can ask any one of us who are in the choir, but also ask John, and we'd be happy to give you the information you need.